Hey folks, welcome back to NC State Dendrology. This is another video in our series showing you different ways to use the ILEX tool. ILEX is Identify, Learn, Explore. So you should be able to see my screen and you can see all of the species listed here, and I can highlight them by hovering over them and clicking on them to see additional photos. And I want to show you one of the practice tools. So we're going to go over here and sort trees again, right? This is our way to filter species, so not studying all of them at once, which gets a little bit daunting. I really recommend that people practice smaller groups of species in short spurts. But I can click on this plus sign to highlight all of the vines that we teach in NC State Dendrology. And then I can go over here to practice. Now, if I go to this bottom one, I'll practice all the species in the tool. So I really want to sort first into a smaller group and then practice just that group. And I can highlight multiple species here if I want to, and add to that if there's some that are missing. And I think for this practice tool, I'm going to show you this particular practice type, sort leaf by morphology. And then as I scroll down, I'm going to choose what category. So we're going to sort these vines by leaf complexity. So that would be alternate versus opposite leaves. And then I'm going to start my practice down here at the bottom. So it shows all of these examples of these species up at the top window. And then I can drag and drop them into the box to designate whether I think they're a simple leaf or a compound leaf. This is a really good tool when you're just starting to learn about leaf morphology and you're practicing getting to see whether leaves are simple versus compound. It's a really helpful way to take your group of all the species that you know and then start sorting them and filtering them. So there's a lot fewer species that have compound leaves, for example. So this is simple. If you drop it, it will go to the end. This looks simple. This looks simple. This one I'm not really sure about, so I can click on to see a little bit larger images or additional images. And if I click on, right, I'm looking for the bud because leaves are attached below the bud. If I click on this photo here, I can see a close-up and you can see these paired leaves or maybe leaflets. If I click on this photo here, I can see the bud that is right here, right? Which means that this is a compound leaf, right? So leaves are attached below the bud. And so this is species Bignonia capreolata or crossvine. If I exit out of those, then I can drag this over into the right category. And I'm going to continue to drag and drop my leaves according to whether I think they're simple or compound. And I want to show you what happens. I'm going to put this last leaf, which looks like poison ivy, I'm going to put it in the simple leaf category. And once I'm happy with how I have them dragged, then I can check my work and see that I have one that's incorrect, and it's this compound leaf here. And I can click on it just to review. And this is Toxicodendron radicans, or poison ivy. And I can look and see these trifoliate leaves. If I look at this photo here, I can see that the bud is right here, which shows me that this is indeed a compound leaf. So that is one tool in the ILEX suite of tools that can help you practice sorting species by some attribute. In this case, we chose leaf complexity. If you want to see your result, you can see how you did overall and finish, and then you can exit out of that and do an entirely new practice tool.